Hey guys, it's Meg. I am here this week with a new video for you. This is going to be our standard tarot reading, so let's tuck in and get a comforting beverage and let's get into our cards. Before I do though, I do want to make some quick announcements. Number one, I am taking commissions at this time. This is totally optional. But if you guys like what you see in the video and would like to get a private reading with me, it's there, the option's open, and I'm really excited to be bringing my hobby to you in that way. All of my social media links and my website links are listed in the description for you, so if you guys want to get in touch with me, you can. But also, if you guys like what you see in the video, please consider hitting the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons, so you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. Also, the decks I use for this reading will be listed in the description as well. So let's get into the reading. So the first deck we are going to be using is the Moonology Oracle by Yasmine Boland. We're going to start by getting some motivational, I'm going to say content, but that's not what I mean. Let's see what our cards can do to motivate us this morning. I'm filming in the morning, so here we go. Really quickly, before I get into the actual reading, what I like to do is I like to read cards from the middle of the deck, so like right in here, thereabouts, and I like to get a read on the card on the bottom of the deck and on the top of the deck, so that way I'm using cards from all over, but it gives an idea of basic energy, the hidden energy, and the clarifying energy. So let me show you what I mean by that. Again, we're starting with the Moonology Oracle, and the card that I'm going to pull from the middle is the New Moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. Okay, I love that this card came out first, just because if you know anything about my history, I identify as a Taurus, and I love that this is coming out because perhaps there's been some concerns about your maybe finances, or maybe lack mindset is the phrase that comes to mind first. And frankly, I don't blame any of you for feeling that way, even if you aren't a Taurus. There's been a lot of concern about just the way that things went last year with the COVID scares and people getting sick and all of that. But I think it's fair to say that a lot of people were deeply and desperately strained. But now that things are changing, we can go back to work. Things are coming back, and we'll watch our prosperity grow. So I'm really excited to see this first out. Let's see how we can continue going on with this. Ooh, that's a good card to get. I think our lack mindset will be going away for a little bit, and we'll be able to grow our abundance. So there's a new moon in Taurus. Let me shuffle again. I'm going to try and keep these readings short, just because the last couple of videos I've had have been super long, and I don't necessarily want to overwhelm you, but the cards will tell us what we need to know. So the hidden energy is the South Node. This is asking us not to let our past hold us back. The way I understand the nodes, because if this deck has a lot to do with astrology. The way I understand the nodes is that your north node is where you want to go and your south node is where you've been. And obviously that I feel like that's fair to say, given that the line for that is don't let your past hold you back. We're human. We all make mistakes. We all fall into bad patterns. You know, some of us have a more serious consequence that comes from that. And I am in no way free of that phrase either, because there's certainly been a lot that I've done and said to people, and yeah, we all make mistakes. We're human. We're not robots. We're not perfect machines. We're not machines at all. We're organic. We're organic creatures, and we all make mistakes. We're all human. Again, to emphasize the point. But if we want this to come for us, if we want to grow our prosperity and our abundance, we have to let go of the past, and we have to, our future is awaiting us. And if we keep looking over our shoulder, we're not going to see the challenges, we're not going to see the beauty, we're not going to see the path ahead of us. And, you know, even if we do see the path ahead of us, sure, we might stumble, we might fall, we might get scuffed and bruised and hurt. But to let the past, continually come at us. You know, it brought us to this point. And I don't know, the phrase, let the past be the sound of your feet upon the ground, that comes from a song by Fun that I can't remember, Carry On. The song is called Carry On by a band called Fun. And that phrase, let the past be the sound of your feet upon the ground, we have to move on from that, and we can't let our past hold us back if we want this to be the case. Prosperity lies ahead, not behind us. Okay? Don't let your past hold you back, because this is what you want to go. You got to be here, not back here. So, yeah, cool. Ooh, I love how this is working so far. So that is the south node. That was the hidden energy. So the clarifying energy, I couldn't plan this. You guys, here's the new moon. I love this. Here's the new moon. New start is coming. Already, we are seeing a lot of good and beautiful and amazing change. Again, we can't let our past hold us back. If we want this to grow, if we want our prosperity to come to us, I don't know if I have words to explain how I feel about this card or how I feel about the sequence of cards coming out, because frankly, guys, it's been, I knew things were going to change, and I knew things were going to be different. I didn't know how much things were going to change, especially when everybody got sick. When we started dealing with COVID. But I'm really encouraged, and I'm really hopeful that things continue moving forward, because certainly we have a lot on our plates, and I can't wait to see where the journey goes from here. So a new start is coming. So let's hold on and see where we go next. So, yeah, there's new moon. Again, in an effort to keep this short, I'm going to change decks now. We are going to move into the Work Your Light Oracle. It's going to be the same routine, but we're going to continue the story from the new moon card. I also forgot to mention, if you guys want to read cards with me, go ahead and get a deck and shuffle, and let's see what message comes out for you. Again, questions, comments, and concerns are always welcome. So if you're comfortable leaving that message with me in the comments, I'd be happy to start a conversation with you. So let's see what card comes out of the middle of the Work Your Light. We have Trust the Niggle. Trust your intuition. Your brain and your heart know what's going on with you, even if you don't really consciously understand what's happening. What is this trying to tell you? What is this trying to tell you? What is this trying to tell you up here? Listen. Just open your heart and listen. Because, you know, if you've ever felt bad or wrong in a situation, that's your intuition trying to tell you that there's something about it that isn't meant for you to stay in. And especially if we want this new start to happen for us. How do we do that? How do we get ourselves from where we are to where we want to be? I seriously, I couldn't have planned this any better. And you see me shuffle. You see me shuffle the cards. You know what's going on. You know, there's a bunch of cloudy skies overhead, and I don't know that this character, especially this character in the center, is necessarily looking ahead, but I would venture to say that this character is deeply reflective, and they're reflecting on, okay, what is my inner voice telling me? Why am I feeling this the way I'm feeling right now? Again, cloudy skies. It's not a clear sky. It might not be the path we're on right now to get our prosperity, or to get the things we need to survive, right? That might not be a clear path. But if we trust our intuition, we know that it's going to steer us in a direction that's meant for us to go in. I hope that made sense. Again, you know where to go if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. So, yeah, trust the niggle. Trust this. Trust this. Your intuition isn't going to steer you wrong. So, there is that. I'm going to shuffle again, get the hidden energy and the clarifying energy for you. Hidden energy is the mirror. So this is talking about what triggers us. In light of the other cards, I'm going to spin it this way. What is spurring us to action? What's getting us going? Hopefully it's your intuition, because you know what you need to do to take action. Because I do think it's fair to say that action does need to be taken. But maybe there's some fear. I am going to steer it there, apparently. Maybe there's fear. Maybe there's some trauma that you're dealing with, and in which case I'm so sorry to hear. I'm so sorry to hear it. You don't need to give me details if you don't want to share. But please know that you're not alone in dealing with it. But going back to my original point, I think there's something in this that is calling you to take action, especially if you want to maybe grow your abundance or grow in your ability to share and to be present in your reality. And so there's the card for the mirror. That was the hidden energy. So let's see what we have in terms of our clarifying energy. We need to get grounded. So if we wanna go forward on that path that we're on for our prosperity, we need to ground ourselves, and we need to, you know, yeah, get grounded. If you identify as a highly sensitive person or an empath, you'll already know that your energy, you're a sponge. You absorb all of the energies around you. And going back to this trust the niggle card, trust your intuition, you feel so much, and you experience so much. And this might be what why you're getting the mirror card, why you're getting this trigger card, because in terms of taking action, or dealing with things outside of you, there's it's a lot. It's throwing you off, it's making you feel imbalanced and things like that, but you have what you need to root yourself, to get yourself grounded. Maybe that's meditation, maybe that's I'm recalling the Hermit card out of the tarot, which we're going to get into in a minute, but I'm recalling the Hermit card, and that maybe you need to separate yourself and get away from society for a little bit to refresh and recharge, and renew your energy so that you can come back and you can be in society. And again, in light of the other cards, maybe you're hustling and you're working to build a paycheck, to build build your wealth and prosperity so you can take care of yourself. But you got to root yourself first, because you can't do that if your energy is not centered. Again, I hope that makes sense. But there's a card for get grounded. That is our clarifying energy. So we are going to now move into our tarot. And I didn't realize when I did this, but I have two of my favorite decks on me at this time. We're going to use the Good Tarot by Colette and Reid, and we're going to use the Mystic Mondays by Duong. So we're gonna set those. Okay, just stay there. So again, same routine. Let's see what we can do. So here we go. Okay. Card from the middle, we have the Nine of Water. We have the Nine of Cups. So we're looking at a very deep and profound sense of well-being. There's a lot of emotions that we're feeling right now, and yes, there may be fear, there may be a little bit of nerves. And actually, I think I said cups, but this is the Nine of Water. Water is associated with cups, and I'm reading this very generally for card descriptions that I've seen for Nine of Cups. But again, there's a lot of emotions, and maybe some of those cups are overflowing. We have a lot of feels right now, and it's certainly the kind of thing that we're trying to process everything. Again, we have this Getting Grounded card. We got to process a lot. There's a lot here. But next card in line after this is the Ten of Cups, or the Ten of Water, and to me that is such a beautiful card because it represents home, family, love, long-lasting love, right? Being satiated and being at peace, and we're working on getting there. We're definitely feeling that it's not done. You know, we're not quite done with our journey, but we're at a point in it where we can rest and take it easy and not be so afraid to connect or try and connect the dots in a way that gives us a sense of well-being. So that is the Nine of Water and Nine of Cups. Let's see what our hidden energy and our clarifying energy is. So the hidden energy, we have the Seven of Water, again with the cups. But here, this is asking us to make a choice. And yeah, choices do need to be made, but you need to understand that this is coming at you from a lot of angles. There's a lot of options in front of you, and you need to be very careful with what you choose here, because not every pretty sparkly thing is going to be the best for you. You know, you go for that diamond and it could be glass, it could be fake, right? Be careful with your options, be careful what you choose here, because again, you have plenty of options, and you need to weigh what's going to be in your highest good with what's in front of you. So here's the Seven of Water. There's a Seven of Cups. That's our hidden energy. So let's see. Excuse me. Let's see what our clarifying energy will be. Yeah, dude, I didn't make. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. Oh my God! I again didn't plan this. Here we're talking about love, peace, hope, a healthy home and family. We have all we need to take care of ourselves. I swear to God, I didn't plan this. This was on the top. You all saw me shuffle. Oh my God, I love it when that happens, you guys. Okay, thank you, universe. Yeah, this is our end goal. We've done the work, and we felt the feels, and now look at where we are. Guys, I didn't plan this. I love it when this happens. I might start crying in a minute, just FYI, bear with me. Yes, absolutely yes. Message done. I don't need to say anything else. We've done the work, and now we're in a good place. Heck yeah, I'm here for it. Let's move on to the Mystic Mondays Tarot, and let's see how we can continue this story. Ooh, I have chills. I don't know about you guys, but I have chills. Let's see where we go from here, you guys. So, okay, we had a card follow. Okay, we have two cards. So we have the Three of Wands and the King of Wands, first of all. So there's some passion here with wands, and I associate wands with fire, or the general association with wands is that it is associated with fire. But here you have the authority over your passions, over your inspiration. You know what's triggering you. We have the Mirror card out of the Work Your Light Oracle. Again, maybe that's a positive spin on putting your triggers together. What's giving you that jolt to get out of bed in the morning? I mean, after the Ten of Pentacles, you really feel some kind of way in terms of what you're doing to get your passions and inspiration. Again, there's also a factor of growth with the wands, because a lot of depictions that I've seen of the suit of wands have like a stick or a club with leaves growing off of that, and there's definitely a lot of growth and a lot of a lot of passion. You personally have done a lot of growth and a lot of reflecting to get that growth. You've come a long way, and you should celebrate yourself. You should give yourself a pat on the back, because this certainly hasn't been easy. You've definitely had to have developed patience, and we're going to get into the Three of Wands here because I read this card as being in a state of active waiting, right? You're doing all this work, you're making all this effort, and you might be waiting for your ship to come in, and it will. It definitely will. And I think I confirm that with the other cards because you have confirmation that there's a new opportunity to grow your wealth and prosperity. You can't do it if you're looking over your shoulder, but you need to keep an eye on your path, even if you stumble and fall. You need to trust your intuition, and you're going to get to a point where you can be satisfied and in a sense of your own well-being. So that way you can take care of yourself, and you've grown your authority over these passions and this fire. But you've had to develop patience in order to do that. And, I'm a stubborn person. I have a lot of energy that I don't know what to do with sometimes. Patience, it can be rough when you want something right away. And you want that thing, you want that pretty shiny thing, but again, with that Seven of Cups energy, you have to choose carefully. Okay? Choose carefully and be patient, because it will come. It will come. So that is the Three of Wands. Let's see our hidden energies and our clarifying energy. Oh, again, still dealing with the chills. Okay. So let's see our hidden energy. We have the Ace of Swords. Something is beginning in terms of creating something is beginning in terms of you like taking action on the things that you're using to grow your prosperity. You're going to, you're taking action. The Suit of Swords is associated with air, and I often lump like intelligence or maybe intellectual or brain power associated with swords. You're smart. You have what it takes, and now you're taking action on pursuing your passions and what gets you going in the morning. You can now take action on that. Hang in there. That's our hidden energy. Let's see how we're taking action, what we're taking action on. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles coming out. Again, here we need to balance ourselves, and we need to ground our energy. And I like that this is coming out too. Holy shit, wait a sec. Okay, so we have swords, we have air, we have two fire cards. What does fire need to keep burning? It needs air. Okay? It needs air. So something is igniting your fire. Okay? Again, we need to balance and we need to get grounded, because we're not going to get very far if we let our passions burn out of control, if we don't have a practical plan or a way of really moving forward. Because if we, no, it's not bad to start a new journey. No, it's not bad to be curious about what's ahead of us. But if we're not careful, if we don't choose our path wisely, if we don't if we don't make the effort to really get grounded and balanced, we might just end up walking ourselves off a cliff. Maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe that's the call to open our wings and fly. But the other side of that possibility is that we could tumble and might end up in a place we don't want to be. So, yeah, balance yourself, get grounded. Maybe this is a hobby that you're pursuing and you have other obligations that you have to balance for. Totally okay. Just get grounded, get balanced. Oh, I love this. But back to the original point. Get grounded, get balanced, and you'll be absolutely amazing in this new journey in your life. Okay, so that is it for this reading, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Again, if you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and do all of the things, click all of the buttons. Again, I welcome feedback, so let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye, everybody.